Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this grade, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best guards. Head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Here's Maxey. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. No good from outside. It's LeBron with the drive.
I mean, the power of the driving ability of LeBron James is something that must strike fear into the defense.
Pass to Maxey. Just 5 on the clock. And the jumper falls for him.
This is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Davis sets a screen. Curry outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just smooth execution of the pick and roll. Curry has great understanding and a ton of success running this.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We discussed their matchup against Stephen Curry, and coach told me we have to be active. We have to be intense. We need to deny him the ball and smother him when he does have it. We have to take away his breathing room. Well, we know what happens when you give Curry room to operate, guys. Back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Fires for 3. Again, Curry missing.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And there's the call on Roy. That is his first foul of the game. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Anunoby outside. And Anunoby slams it in.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with a board.
TV, no question. Anthony Davis had a lot of hype when he was drafted in 2012.
Kevin, how could he not? He won a national title collegiately. He has incredible size and skill on both ends of the floor. That hype was real, and it was earned.
Now, here's Maxey. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game.
Probably the last guy you want to foul out there. Maxey almost automatic at the strike.
Free throw good, Maxey. Hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
Here's Curry with the 3. St. Louis with the rebound. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. They get it back. In the corner, Şengün with it. Sinks the three-pointer.
And Sengun knows when you don't have the ball, you have to stay ready to catch and fire.
Outside Roy. Now LeBron. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Pocket 2. Here's Curry. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And the lightning-quick release of Curry really came in handy there.
Maxey into the lane. Releases. And it's Carter missing. Tampa leading by 3. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line.
Timeout.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And Tampa making a change here. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Brown feeling it out a bit. Out to Smith. The 3. They get it again.
The activity and the energy of Lively, it's so hard to contain him off the offensive window.
Outside Curry. Floats it up for Davis. That's a 2 from Smith. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Curry on the wing. He has 5. Here's Davis. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And that's a shot Davis will make 10 out of 10 times. He's just so strong inside.
Out of bounds, Tampa takes possession. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. Here's Boozer. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for St. Louis.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Now here's Curry. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. And Boozer throws it down.
Well, this is what makes Steph Curry so difficult to defend, right? A sharp passer on top of everything else he brings in terms of his
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Pass to LeBron. Here's Newell. He's covered by Boozer.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And they recover it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridget.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
With 1 on the clock. And the layup good by Brown.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. St. Louis on top as they wrap up the first. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for St. Louis.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Another big component of their early game tonight is the points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020. He's become an all-star. He's said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Back to you.
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Former dunk contest champion Anthony Simons, also a threat from deep.
Yeah, over half his shots coming from long range. I mean, he's not exactly a point guard or a lockdown defender, but if you need a bucket, that he can provide.
What you love is a big man who understands the timing of a roll. Set the screen, get to the open spot. That is beautiful basketball.
On deep, Maxey. And St. Louis, another three.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Beyond the lean, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Maxey. It's hauled in by Stewart.
Boy, they've done a good job overcoming his offensive struggles. He's got to be very thankful for his teammates.
The shot's good from Simons.
And you got to get out on that if you're the defense. Simon's too big a threat from deep.
And so Steve
There goes the
decides
tickets.
to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And Tampa making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Crawford. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Şengün. Out to Carter. Going by Roy. Right side, Simon. And the rejection by Towns.
This is exactly what you need from Karl Anthony Towns on the defensive end.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Simons with the ball. Now defended by Şengün. It's rebounded by Towns. St. Louis is leading by 3. And stolen by Simon. Jumps out. And the slam dunk by Simon.
And anytime you get a fast break chance, you'll want to run. And Simon's a terrific finisher.
To the right side. It's Crawford with the drive. St. Louis moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Buries it from three-point range. Wags got his first 3 points of the game. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the smash back pull-up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill. And then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Here's Carter. And Vince Carter with the slam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Tampa trails by 3. On the Wayne Thompson. Lets it go from deep. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Well, the ability to rise and fire off the catch has defined Klay Thompson.
Sweet move. Out of bounds, Tampa takes possession.
Boy, a turnover like that will have a coach just staring at his shoes, biting his tongue.
Let's turn our attention to the sidelines for the latest on Tyrese Maxey. How's he doing, Allie?
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with St. Louis's head athletic trainer. The bad news is he has a sprained ankle, and they're hoping that the swelling will go down. An inopportune time here at the start of the season to be faced with any sort of injury, but the bright spot, guys, he's been given the green light to play through it.
Allie, thanks as always. We appreciate the report. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control of it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Lively's shot is off. Outside Roy. Pass to LeBron. Now here's Roy. And taken away by Brown. Smith with it. Picked up by Thompson. And it's Smith finishing it off.
And with all his length, Smith can cover lots of ground on the break.
Curry way outside. From beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And it's Brown missing. Here's Boozer driving inside. And Boozer throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
Every team wants bigs who can knock it down from distance. Yes, sir.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Tampa leads by just 1. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. With the step back. From deep three-point land. And it's flag missing. And so Curry will bring it up for Tampa. They lead by 1. And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
St. Louis needs to get off his shot here. Towns, no luck.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
For 3, Roy. Şengün with the rebound. And here's St. Louis. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And there's the call on Curry. That's foul number 2 for him.
Isaiah Stewart. Mikal Bridges.
Left side, Maxey.
Anthony Simons.
Pass to Şengün. Back to Carter. Finished off by Carter. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
A shot by Stewart with no one around. Bangs home the trifecta. Stewart's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Oh yeah, I remember you. Always doubted on the kid. What that tend to do in terms of motivation.
And here is St. Louis now, trailing by 2. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Here's Brown. The rebound by Tampa.
Boy, what a frustrating, sluggish start to this half. Brutal.
Pass to Stewart. It's stolen by Carter. To the inside. St. Louis moving the ball around.
Bro, come on. Dunk the ball if anything, bro.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
Inside. Here's Stewart. Anunoby outside. Shot clock at 5. Bridges. Towns with the defensive effort. Pass to Curry. He goes deep with the dunk right over Mikal Bridges.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Bridges outside. This one for 3. Here's Simons. Back to Stewart. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
You can't have that type of miscue in this moment in this game. You have to be on the same page.
Here's Brown. And the layup's good off the glass. Brown's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Anunoby outside. And out of bounds as St. Louis gains possession.
Substitution on the court.
Brown with it. He has 6. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Brown's got the lead up to 4 now for St. Louis.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Shot's good. Brown making the play. Crawford's got 5 now.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
To the paint. It's stolen by Brown. Down low. It's Noel.
Forget about finesse. This is all about the power.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Curry. 11 points in the game. Screen by Sabonis. Curry nails the triple.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by St. Louis?
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
There's 49 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. And that one's good. Flag.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Sabonis. Outside Boozer. Back to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Assisted.
Domantas Sabonis has filled out his frame, and if you need some physicality around the rim, this guy is willing to do it.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Yep.
That's the backward.
Yeah.
Backward.
Yeah.
Second.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
In the corner, it's Boozer. Three-pointer. The shot that time, not on target. And a great show through three quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? St. Louis on top. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Tampa trails by 7. Outside Curry. Kicks it out to James.
Yeah, 1 second.
6 on the shot clock.
Look at next to the stove.
Big with the dunk right over Jabari Smith.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Carter outside. There's the drive. And finished off by Carter.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's
In the basket, in the box of the
Oh, stop it. That one just too easy for LeBron James. So high above the rim.
And it's Carter penetrating.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
Going for the throat. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
It's Curry outside. St. Louis with the rebound. It's Crawford with the drive. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to grab that lead a little more. You're right. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the
beef
report.
with me?
Out to Carter for 3. It's good from long range.
What energy you matching? I spoke to you when I seen you.
Back up to now.
After watching you do all whispering weird shit to you,
I wasn't whispering.
stop lying so much. Like, I seen you soon as I walked in, you start smiling and whispered to you. Why you be lying?
He was talking about milk. We got you this milk.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes
The friend
gone.
you whispered to wasn't even a friend who thought I was Mo. So you just lying.
Here's Crawford. And that
What you was whispering to what? You just be lying for what?
Curry
You said
outside.
what?
No points to be had here. And this is for the 5th time in 15 tries. To the middle. Here's James.
LeBron James, one of the great showmen to ever lace them up. How about that finish, folks?
No fun.
Here's Şengün.
Always doing it, man.
And Davis sends it back.
Dixie, we gotta finish this game. We got 2 minutes left.
Stolen by Carter. And St. Louis fast break. 16-foot left in.
What they got to do?
And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for St. Louis.
I like their defense today. If we don't talk about that side of the ball enough, you can really change a game. You get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And they've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And Tampa making a change here.
Take this round.
Tampa trails by 8.
You only showed up to that game because you knew I was going.
I didn't.
Now James. Outside. That is out of bounds. Tampa able to retain possession here.
I left.
She just wanted to see if I was lying or seeing if I was going to show up with somebody.
No, my dad was there. You didn't see him?
No.
He was on the other side.
So how would I see him?
And here is Curry.
How would I see him?
He was on the same side
to
as
shoot.
us, but farther down.
And taken away by Brown. One-on-one here. Here's Flag. Stolen by Curry. Curry with it. Now defended by Flag.
I'm not. You be like, where you at? Where you at?
1:52 left in the fourth
Okay, I'm
quarter.
Well, at this point, if you get the ball into Steph Curry's hands, good things will happen. He's toying with the defense out of the pick and roll.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
Even today you did, though. When you called, try to be funny about your plays.
I said, hey,
And hit the three. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Tampa.
we should tell us some licks and things to do.
And the layup is off. St. Louis is leading by 6. Brown. Oh, the touch. Pretty reversal.
Well, those are exactly the opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Curry looking around. Now Anunoby. Here's Davis.
Go get it, big fella. A basket they needed desperately, and Davis delivers in the clutch.
And there's the ball on Curry. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. 6-point game. Brown outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. One by Roy.
And, you could see him bait him into that one. He was just waiting on that pass, and as soon as he got to the post, he was all over.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
You trying to act so tough, like.
How am I acting tough? I'm acting your
World
enemy.
over world.
Drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
What's striking about Karl Anthony Towns, his resilience.
Thank you,
He'll
guys.
bounce back from challenges. He's got a very impressive
So I
positive
like
attitude.
it.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Stephen Curry. Rebounded by Towns. Here's St. Louis now.
I'm 21 years old.
Brown.
Bro, you're 20, when you were 21, when you still was acting like a kid. Like, it ain't going nothing ain't changed. Your mindset ain't changed, bro. You still got the same
No
mindset.
question, they've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
I don't want to be We're in the game.
The
You're
game
not
is
going to
over.
fuck me and leave.
And so it's St. Louis winning this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Take my son to school. That's a fact.
But, okay. You think I'm going to steal your shit or something?
No, that ain't got nothing to do with it. If I'm not here, nobody's here. What do
You left
steal
me in the
got
house
to do with
before.
anything?
And you have pictures.
This before you
In
left
here?
the return.
I would-
I'm not the only one who lives here.
I was putting this shit
I
right.
think them slippers belong to a bitch that be here with me. I don't even be here.
So where you be at?
In my skin at my house. Why you pressing me, bro? You ain't even want to see me. How you end up in here with your
I don't want to see you.
You're so happy to see me when I walk in.
I was not worried about you. If I would have stayed, if I was worried about you.
You ain't stayed because you was worried about.
Mm-mm. I came because something.
They ain't leave when you left. So why you leave?
And I left. Because I was hungry. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving because you tell me I have to.
You gotta leave. You gotta leave too. You gotta go.
If you have
Booking.com has stays for absolutely anyone. For instance, imagine you're a family of interstellar beings traveling to expand your horizons. You find a hotel with out-of-this-world balcony views. Seeing is believing. There's room service so your kids can sample the planet's culinary data. It even has Earth's most sophisticated technology, the Slipper. So cozy. If curious aliens can find their perfect stay, anyone can. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
Eso a mí no me interesa. Get off me. I'm about to fall. I'm about to fall. Bye.
Water, you come up here.
Yo.